let's put the dirty clothes in the washer so they'll be all washed nice and clean for when we take them out and put them to the dryer.
Okay.
Do you want to help me do that?
Yeah. Oh, almost done, Mommy. Just a few more. Look at how gross and stains they are.
I know, this one has a lot of gross stains. Hopefully they all come out in the wash, right?
Yeah.
We can't forget about the suds. There we go. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you have baby lives like me, especially ones that can eat real food like the food packets, then you know that their outfits can get pretty messy. Just like this one, which we just fed Harper in my previous baby live video. They can get really messy, and a lot of times I don't really wash their clothes. Some of them can get super messy though, and it makes them look bad when they want to try and wear them again. So I want to share with you guys how I wash their clothes. I usually try not to wash their clothes because I just don't really like doing it, but when I need to, I stock up clothes that are dirty in their actual hamper, so it actually does look like they have dirty clothes because they do. I don't just put all the clothes that they wear in here. Whenever they actually get dirty, I'll put them in here. So those are some dirty clothes that have gotten dirty from being worn while eating. So I just wanted to share with you guys how I clean them. Not sure if some of the really old stains like these ones, I don't even remember how long ago this happened. I honestly forgot about this. So some of them, I don't know how old the stains are or if they will come out, but some of them, like this brand new one that just happened, should come out. So I just wanted to show that little thing at the beginning because obviously you can use the fun washing machines for role play, but clearly they don't actually wash the doll's clothes because there's nothing happening in there. They're still covered in stains. So we are gonna get these clothes off to the real washers. So really the only things I use are a sink and some soap. I have two different soaps here. You can even use like a scrubbing brush if you really want to, but I think I'll be all set. So I think I'm gonna start with the one that's like fresh right now because usually you'd probably not procrastinate like me, especially if it's on your favorite outfit, you'd wanna get the stain out like right away. So I want to run like some, not super hot, not super cold water and just start wetting it. You can wet the whole outfit, but really just the areas that got stained. If it's a fresh stain, that should be enough to take the stain out. Baby alive food really shouldn't stain their outfits badly. I'm just gonna wet the whole outfit because it needs a wash. You just wanna make sure, you can tell on the inside too if the stain has been removed. So this one actually water has done it. I don't need any extra work. I just needed to simply rinse it. So then after I rinse it, I'm gonna squeeze out all the excess water because it makes the drying process so much quicker if I just squeeze out all the water instead of trying to let it dry with a ton of water in it. So I squeeze out most of that water and I'm just gonna leave this to dry and also show you some drying techniques you can use if you guys want that. So we have that outfit all done. Now, the other ones all have older stains. We're gonna do these pants first. You can see they're very stained on the inside, and yeah, I don't even know who got them stained. So that one just needed some rubbing on my thumb like this to just clean it. So some of them are easier to remove than others. And yeah, that one looks good too. So we're gonna lay that down to dry. Now we're gonna try another one. This is the one that has the worst stains, I would say, just because like it's a white cloth. So we're gonna try this one. I don't think those previous two techniques will work on this, but we'll see what happens. Just gonna wet the whole thing first because I wanna just get water into this. Start rubbing on it and it's actually kind of working. So you wanna like do those two first. You can even like rub it on itself if you really don't want to touch it. But I mean, Mine are usually hardened stains and like you already put water on it, so it doesn't really matter. And then if you really need to, you can add some soap. I'm just gonna do it just to show you guys, and also I think it'll help this one. I'm just gonna put some on and like just scrub it around. So yeah, you can barely even tell there was ever a stain there. You can only see like slight remnants of green like right here, but other than that, it's literally perfect. And these two, this one has some staining up here, and I think there was some on the bottom, I can't remember. It's always best to check the inside, especially when they're like white outfits. I'm even gonna like flip this inside out so you can see the stains up here. So we're gonna wash this one. These stains have actually been really easy to remove because it's all been Baby Life food, and Baby Life food really isn't meant to stain. They know little kids will be using it and they don't really want it to stain anything because that would make the parents upset and probably the kids as well. So if you use something other than Baby Life food, like say you got like marker would obviously come off, but if you use food coloring in your, if you used homemade food and you used food coloring and it got on them, that probably would be a lot harder to get off. And if you really, like if these methods didn't work, I would recommend trying using actual like laundry cleaner, like just scrubbing it yourself, like taking like liquid laundry detergent and scrubbing it, or having your mom do that. Or you could even put it in the actual wash. I just prefer hand washing because it's so much faster, and usually they don't need so much work to get them clean. But like I said, if it's an extreme case, you can definitely, whoops, sorry, I just turned off the light, definitely resort to that. And this is the last one. I don't really know if this one just has some on the collar. Perfect, so now that all my outfits have been washed, they're all soaking wet, as you'll probably notice. And now I'm gonna show you some techniques that you can use for drying your outfits. So you can see right here, I just kind of laid the outfits out on the ground as I was washing them. I just kind of threw them down on the tile. And you actually can wash them this way. You can just leave them somewhere, like a table or just somewhere that they can lay down to be wet, to dry. You want it to be somewhere that you can definitely like leave them to be wet. Like you don't want to leave it on, say, your rug, because you'll probably get your rug all wet. Like tile is a nice place to leave it. Leave them in your bathtub, or like hanging over the like shower curtain rod, hanging on like a towel rack. But as long as there's somewhere where they are like allowed to be wet and drip on if they need to. Or I can show you another spot that you, like another way you can dry them. You can of course put them in your actual dryer, or if it is the summertime or like warm out, you can leave them outside to dry faster, but I would only recommend that in warm weather or like in the summer, because in the winter they would just freeze and that would be bad. Or you can do what I'm about to do. Take a hair dryer and put it on high and warm and go like this. So you can see that I was like pressing down on it. It's best if you like do it in the pattern that the pants actually go, because then they actually won't be wrinkled. It'll be like ironing them almost. I actually didn't like dry them all the way through. Our hair dryer is like so old. We have a new one, but my mom actually is away this weekend and she took it with her, and so I wasn't expecting that. This is actually our like old one that isn't very strong. The other one would have dried these in so fast, but so they're a little wet, but I just wanted to show you to get the idea. But that's just a really quick way to dry them, especially if you want them to wear the outfit like immediately. So yeah, those are some ways you can wash and dry your Baby Life clothes. Anyways guys, thank you all so much for watching. That is how you can get stains out of your Baby Life clothes and how to dry them a few different ways. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please click like and subscribe, and in the comments, let me know if you ever wash your Baby Life clothes, and we'll see you guys later. Bye!